is Loon, metric number 49288.
Hi, my name is Ting Hua Hua, metric number is 49307.
Hi, my name is Chee Poh Yee, metric number is 46478.
Hi, my name is Lim Chee Ee, metric number is 47358.
Our research topic is the interaction between oil price and economic growth, the case of Malaysia. Oil is a naturally occurring undefined petroleum product and can be refined to produce stable products such as gasoline, diesel, and so on. According to World 2010, oil was first found and developed during the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century. The world economy today highly depends on oil production, and this means that the price of oil will affect the world economy performance. According to Yen 2012, every country's economy around the globe will be affected by the changes in oil price, either it is significant affected or non-significant affected, regardless oil producing country or oil importing country. Based on the report prepared by Asia and Pacific Department in 2015, Malaysia is both oil exporting and importing country. Therefore, increase in oil price will make inflation happen, which will affect Malaysian living costs significantly, which is supported by LeBlanc and Chin in 2004. Oil is one of the most important resources for Malaysia economy growth. Changes in oil price will definitely affect the economic growth in Malaysia. Therefore, we're going to find out how the government of Malaysia dealing with the oil price fluctuations. Besides that, there are few questions outlined for this study. Why oil price fluctuations will affect the economic growth in Malaysia, and how does economic growth in Malaysia be affected by the oil price fluctuations? These are very important questions that need correct and up-to-date answers in order for Malaysia to sustain and develop the economy. Moreover, these questions are very important for Malaysia, the developing country, as an oil exporting and importing country, that going to achieve developed country as one of the goals of Wawasan 2020.
The general objective of this study is to examine the interaction between oil price and economic growth in Malaysia. Next, the specific objective of this study are to determine the relationship between world oil price and GDP growth rate of Malaysia, and to investigate the effect of changes in oil price towards economic growth of Malaysia. For conceptual framework, we will examine the simple linear regression model between GDP growth rate and oil price. The model specification for the current study is denoted as GDP growth rate equal to the function of oil price. A number of empirical studies have investigated the relationship between the change in oil price and economic growth. According to Hamilton 1983 and Mock 1989, there is a negative relationship between oil price and economic growth. Next, the study carried out by Hamilton in 1983 indicates that the increasing of oil price had reduced U.S. output growth in the period of 1948 to 1980. The study by Gao and Clearson 2005 showed that the changes in oil price will affect aggregate outputs as it delayed the business investment by raising uncertainty or costly sector resource reallocation.
The annual data are chosen in this study, which starting from 1985 to 2014. The data for the GDP growth rate are measured in percentage, which sources from World Development Indicator. And the average world oil prices dominated in US dollars were taken from Economic Planning Unit Malaysia.
Now I will present for the methodology part of our study. There are three types of tests we're using, which are unit root test, co-integration test, and gradient causality test. First of all, the unit root test will be used to measure the stationary property of the time series data. And for this test, the null hypothesis is there is no uniroot at the variable. And the alternative hypothesis is there is uniroot at the variable. According to the critical values of particular statistic, when the time series are known stationarily at the variable, which means the null hypothesis cannot be rejected. Second, we're using the co-integration test to examine the relationship between all variables in long runs. The testing procedure is based on the Joy F statistic for co-integrations analysis. For this test, the null hypothesis is there is no co-integrations between examined variables, and the alternative hypothesis is there is co-integration between examined variables. Last but not least, we use gradient causality tests to analyze the gradient causality between oil price and economic growth in short term and long term. The null hypothesis for this test is GDP does not gradient cause oil price. The alternative hypothesis is GDP does gradient cause oil price. When there is no value of x are retained in the regressions, this means we do not reject the null hypothesis.
That's all from us. Thank you.